Good day, another beautiful day at the studio. I have with me two amazing guests who had already been on the set before, but for some reason it was highly imperative to pair the two of them because we want more active conversations. Like I've already said, Prep and Thrive Radio is for you when you are bored. Are you cooking, cleaning, doing your laundry, walking, driving at the gym, and you want to listen to cool conversations and smooth conversations? Here is the right place to tune in. I don't know if we should introduce ourselves since you have already seen them, but then I'll give them the opportunity to introduce themselves and then we shoot the first question. So, please say hi to our audience and if you're feeling happy to be here today.
Yeah. Hello, I'm happy to be here. Back on set. I'm feeling excited, ready to go. And my name is Joshua. In case you haven't watched the other one, but yeah.
And Ada.
Hello, everybody. I am Ada, and today I came to represent Colombia. So I'm really happy to be here too, with both of you guys. So yeah, so excited.
Great. So, on this podcast show, the conversation can start from any angle and go into any direction and end at any point. The first to open the conversation, there is something I saw just to give us the calmness to dive into the conversation and relax and move through. So somebody just wanted to cause havoc on the internet and they said, cows produce milk, bees produce honey, women produce baby, what do men produce? Wait, don't go there. I went to the comments and the first comment was stress. So, based on this argument, what would you say? Just something easy and simple, let's go.
I agree with stress because when girls see us, they get stressed sexually, physically, emotionally, we are hot thing.
Before I give my comment, I want to hear from the lady. What do you have to say about this simple, harmless post? And let's comment.
We stressing you out? Yeah, look, she already stressed. She already stressed.
Is that what men produce? Stress?
Not all the time. Most of it.
Most of the time. But then you mentioned where these stress must play. Mm-hmm. And then where were they again?
Sexually, physically, emotionally.
So let's start with physically. Why should women be stressed physically by men?
We're so amazing. We're strong, we're beautiful, handsome.
And why is it imperative sexually?
They get stressed, they body start feeling hot,
This is a mature set. Everybody is 18 plus. So in as much as we will keep it mindful and respectful, we are going to go deep in some conversations.
I think the stress is because they cannot find the proper spot.
Wow.
She went there.
Yeah.
She went there real quick.
Very, very quick. So, we've been stressing you guys.
I was like, look, I was right.
Okay. Imagine I was seeing this video and it was saying how does it feel like, guys? If a guy is touching you, right? And the answer is have you do you know when someone is scratching your back but they are missing the spot?
That is actually very true. Imagine you have an itch at your back and somebody is scratching and they are really missing the spot. It's very frustrating. So that is how it feels when we are missing the spot. All right, so this was a free brainer education for
Learn anatomy,
you guys. We really didn't say much, but we have said a lot. And I hope you grabbed something from
She
there.
said too much.
She just gave...
I give you a tip.
Yeah, a tip. And
Go
I think...
and learn anatomy.
The
Anatomy.
We have a G-spot too. What about ours? Ours.
Men have
You know where is yours?
Yes. G-spots.
In their ass.
Oh, really? Just scientifically.
Yeah, scientifically.
Biologically.
Yes.
Biologically.
Educationally.
Educationally.
Educate me on that.
Isn't the
I
ass?
can educate you later.
isn't.
I don't want that education.
I got education, mate.
No,
He's an educator.
I don't want that education. But
He doesn't want a demonstration.
yeah, I
He
just want a
wants
demonstration.
enlightenment.
Yeah, I just want
I don't know. I
enlightenment.
have Dorian in the back. I can
Well, that is great. So, two things we learned today. Don't scratch the wrong spot, and men do have G spots. Except where it is located is a little bit controversial, but
What are you biting the head?
maybe not for me. Anyway, let's get into today's motion. So we are writing on. I'm asking you to. You've been studying for your degree for 2 years, and you are on track to finish another year.
Imagine.
However, and maybe this degree is one. I'm not underestimating or belittling any university, but you are finishing this degree at an Ivy League school. So you are in your second year. Everything is fine. You're going smooth. You have your scholarship. Everything is amazing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
However, you get a job offer right now, and this job offer is, let's say, from Apple or from Google or from Tesla, all these big dogs, with a very high promising salary, of course, that you've actually dreamed of. So, it's not related to your field of study, however, but it's a chance to escape student debt. So, what are you doing? Would you leave school and take the job for the instant financial relief, knowing it might derail your long-term career goals? Or would you stick with your studies and sacrifice the immediate payday for a more uncertain future? So the question is very simple. Would you take this job offer, or you continue your education at this Ivy League school? I'll take you first.
I'm gonna continue my education because, even though you said it's uncertain, I don't think it is uncertain, but less uncertain. Not as much as you're putting it out there. Because I have a degree now, even if I'm not gonna get a job in America, because that's where the Ivy Leagues are, I could try other countries. I have a degree from Ivy League school, so I think, in the future, because I have a degree, I can get the promotions and everything. So I would choose staying.
What do you think is much more important, the degree or the financial stability?
Financial stability is important, but I feel like I would rather sacrifice a few years of being broke than basically throwing away my future. Because it's a possibility I'm throwing away my future. Because I want to be rich. I want to have 3 cars, 3 right? So, I want to be, pretty successful. I want to be, right? So I feel like if I take the immediate job, I have a ceiling. If I finish my degree, it's as if there's no ceiling.
How about you, Ada?
Why no both?
I mean, the job is a full-time job, and I guess in the conditions of the Ivy League, you also have to be a full-time student. So you either have to be a full-time student or you have to be a full-time worker.
I will take the job.
You take the job.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Any substantial reasons and takes and stats that
idiot.
you might have considered making
Yeah.
that?
So the thing is that I think that this kind of opportunity, like job opportunity, is quite difficult to find. Even though if you come from a Ivy League or the highest university you want to name it, many times the companies don't really take into consideration where you're coming from or you come from. They take into actually that happens a lot when you work and they're like, yeah, we want 20 years of experience. Like, I'm 24, right? So they look more for
It's
the
not
experience.
even a joke, they actually asked
Exactly.
They actually asked.
They really couldn't care less about the degree. They care more about the experience, and you can still grow. And later, at some point, you can retake it if that's what you really want with the money that you are making, and pay all your because you have a big debt. That's a big debt, okay? So you can use that money to pay the debt. And get a house and feel more settled. And then when you're settled, then you're like, okay, now I have time and I can maybe retake my studies or stuff. I know of many people that are successful and they didn't finish university.
Exactly.
And it may be in the other hand, yeah, there are other people, but people with degrees like us, we struggle a lot to find a job, to find an internship and stuff. And if someone is coming to me and offering me a great salary from a big company, because the name of the company has a lot to do too, and then say like, yeah, right now we give you this, like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take the experience.
But you have a ceiling.
Why?
Like, you're never gonna, like, because you don't have a degree. You like, unless you're like really making strides in it.
The thing is that, okay, think about it.
It's a big company. You're never gonna. If it's a small company, I can agree. But like, you're gonna make huge changes.
Tesla is a big company. Apple is a big company.
Yeah, if you get into a big company, you're not gonna make a difference there.
You don't know that.
You're not gonna make a difference.
But at the moment,
You don't know that
financial stability.
You're not gonna make a difference.
It doesn't matter what difference I'm making. You getting a degree is
No, but like-
it's not necessarily going to make any big difference.
Yeah.
No, let's say my starting salary, if I take the job, is like 80K a year, like US.
Let's say 200K.
No, it's not. Why would they give a person who doesn't have a degree?
So there are skilled workers. There are people who might not be officially educated, but they have the product knowledge. Like there are, for example, in Ghana, there are some mechanics who haven't been to school before.
No, but that's Africa.
But they can disassemble a whole vehicle and assemble it again.
It's not about the degrees, about the knowledge.
No, but these are big companies. Why would
Yeah,
That
so
has
it could be
nothing to
Mercedes, it could
do.
be Range Rover, it
Yeah.
could be Tesla.
they have the privilege to, like, look, why would they choose from the loser pool when they can choose from the guys who actually did something?
I promise you that there are many companies that choose from the loser pool because the loser pool have more knowledge in the product than the people who has never touched a vehicle, for example.
No, but you get the guys who are in the winner group who
And
know
these
what they're doing also.
these people usually even get higher salaries than the people that are just starting in internships.
True.
That's if they make differences.
But what assures you that these people, the losers, cannot make a change? Because they have most of them have great ideas. They just don't have the opportunity to go study.
Look, like I said, if it's a small,
Today's podcast is going to be amazing. The next question I'm going to ask them is, there is some chemistry between you two. I don't know if you guys can feel it. Tell me about it. I'm not asking any personal questions, but there's a chemistry between you two. Why is that? How is that?
no, we know each other. Like, we
Already
became
friends.
Yeah.
So they are friends. You are going to take the financial stability and you are going to take the degree.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that you guys answered it based on your gender orientation? As they say, women like money.
You go to it?
Everyone likes money.
Women liking money doesn't
Everyone
mean they are
likes
gold
money.
diggers. For this,
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying she's a gold
for
digger.
this, I'm going to support and
Do you
be
have
on
money?
the women's side.
You cannot say I'm a gold
Do you have
digger
gold?
if
No,
there is no
even
gold
the money,
to
the
dig.
gold.
Why are you digging my gold? I know what you're digging. I know what you're digging. I know what you're digging.
In actual sense, men are the actual gold diggers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
literally
I wouldn't marry a cougar.
dig the gold.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
We literally dig the
Yeah,
gold.
literally.
Men are actually the gold diggers. We are actually digging the gold. We are actually chasing. Most men are chasing women to dig the gold. So men are actually gold diggers. But women liking money doesn't mean that they are gold diggers. It's all about stability.
No.
So do you think a woman liking money means
No,
she's
there's a
gold digger?
difference. There's like, and then there's obsessed. Look, you can like money. Anyone can like money, right? But then, like, when you like, let's say a girl.
What's the difference between like and obsessed?
It's like, okay, let's say a girl likes me. She's obsessed with money, right? I can lose everything tomorrow and she'll leave me. Or like, if I don't get that promotion, I don't get that pay rise, she gonna hate me. You know, she gonna beat me up. That happens in real life. You know.
It happens.
So I feel like that's obsessed. But if she likes money, she'll just be disappointed. Me, so why didn't you get that promotion? If I lose everything, she'll stick with me. But I know we can build this up together. You know, because she likes money, but she wants to win together.
We're together. True. As a woman, how would you define a gold digger?
You? You? At a loose?
I'm not a gold digger,
At a loose?
okay?
How would you
So-
define it?
I think a gold digger, it's someone that truly, like, because I think there is a difference, like what you say, like between, oh, I like money, and maybe I have as well feelings involved for the person, and then there is the people who just like money, love money, and there's no feelings involved. Have you seen, for example, this old man, I think he was the owner of the Playboy mention.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But yeah, I know the story.
And there is another, like, I think another man as well who was like about to die. He was like in wheelchairs and he married this really beautiful model. Okay, she definitely is a
Just
gold
because he's in a
digger.
wheelchair doesn't
At
mean
the
he
end-
can't get it out.
I've never said that.
No,
At the end, she died first.
Oh really?
Yes.
Really?
Damn.
So she
He was about to die and she died first. Someone killed her.
Oh, someone killed.
tell me clearly about that. So there is a rich man in a wheelchair who was dating a very young, beautiful
Yeah, he
girl.
was like, I'm telling you, he had his foot was more on the other side than here. Like, I'm telling you, he was about to die. All right, and they married. There is pictures of that. They married and stuff, and she died first.
Okay.
I don't remember if it's an accident or someone killed her, but she died first.
My next question is still for you. So, you were a girl, and there are 3 men in the picture. Okay, they are all meeting your standards in terms of looks, attractiveness, being gentle, being smart, being intelligent. But when it comes to wealth, it differs. Remember, these men are on the same caliber when it comes to look, height, intelligence, education, exposure, open minds,
The
everything.
only difference is the amount of money.
Yes. So, if you as a lady decide to opt for the one who is the richest, does that still make you a gold digger?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Why is that?
Because at the end of the day, I think that let's say if I choose the richest man, I will not choose him because of the money, but like I will choose him because of the
money.
personality. It could be, no, it can affect, I'm not gonna lie, like, because I think economic stability is important, right? So if I choose the person who is like fully broke, you can say, yeah, I love him so much and stuff, but at the end, the love is gonna faint if you're just too worried in surviving.
Yeah, but you can make money too.
Yeah, I can make money too,
Support
but
it.
my point is that both of us will be broke, we'll be in debts, and then I don't want that kind of life.
What if
It's
you become
extremely
rich?
it's extremely stressing, I think.
When it comes to brokenness, I think girls don't consider themselves
Yeah.
in that bracket.
No, but what if you became rich and you supported him?
If I am rich,
No,
if
like
I
you
am the
became-
rich person,
Yeah.
I am okay with the broke guy.
So you're a gold digger?
But one of us has to be able to like keep the stability in the household. Because if I am broke and he is broke, it's gonna be like, buddy,
Yeah.
how are we gonna survive? All right. And I think like I personally would like to date someone, and I would like to have my own economic stability, and he has his own economic stability. So if one day something happens to one of us, it's still the other one can hold. Yeah, does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
if something happened to his job, he loses or something, I can still hold a
Him
family,
down.
let's say. Or like if I lose my job, he can still hold me.
Okay.
Does that make me a gold digger?
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
What would you think is the right thing to say that is the equivalent of what I asked her? I mean, in the opposite. So in her place, she's a girl. There are 3 men of good status or having all of her standards, but the wealth differs. So you as a man, if there were 3 women, what would be the right comparison?
Wait, so what I would choose?
Yeah, like I'm trying to change the question for you. So I'm asking you,
it for me.
how do you think I should ask you? Because I compared it with money with the guys. So with the women, how do I do the
Ask
comparison?
him about money. I'm curious about
Oh, the
too.
money,
Which
honestly,
one would you choose out of the
okay.
3 of them?
Don't get me wrong.
Well, I think
Yeah,
being
men
a
don't
man,
get-
yeah.
yeah.
Being a man myself, I know he there is a higher chance that he doesn't care
I
about
don't
how
care.
rich or
Don't get me wrong. It's
yeah.
a
You
cool
have to
thing.
choose one.
yeah. I mean, it's a cool
Actually,
thing, but we really don't care.
But if you have
If
to
they
choose
all
one,
look the same, there's
God,
3
you
twins.
have to choose one.
Okay, so there are 3 girls. They are all amazing, fantastic, sexy, beautiful,
All that you
smart,
ever wanted.
bright, all like you ever wanted. But in these 3 girls,
I'll choose genuinely, money does not matter to me. I
You have to
for-
choose one.
what
I'll
if
go
you
for
had
the-
to choose?
I would go with the girl who vibes with me. Because look, looks, are important. Don't get me wrong.
So the one who vibes with you,
She cool.
But all of them vibe with you because they're all that you ever imagine.
The one who.
there must be one that is vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Way
That's
more.
right, the same answer I gave.
No, you didn't. You said money.
Okay, so
In
similar.
the vibe would have been the money.
Let me see your pen.
Similar.
Okay.
No, I think the equivalent will be beauty for men.
Yeah,
No,
I,
but
mean,
that-
I was waiting for him to say that. Not necessarily. What is beauty for you
For
as a
me,
man?
okay, you want my answer as a man?
I want your answer. What is
So,
beauty for you?
For me, like I said, beauty is important, but it only takes you so far.
So what is beauty for you?
I feel like you need to be beautiful inside and outside. Like, you can be the hottest girl ever in the whole campus, but if you have a trash personality, you're mean, you disrespect waiters, you start clicking your fingers at them, I hate that, you know? So you need to be a nice person.
Some people find that very attractive.
No.
Yes.
They're
Some people
crazy.
do.
Yes.
You do?
No.
Some people
Some
find
people do.
rude girls attractive because they enjoy the chase of
No,
the
there's a
rudeness.
different. There's rude, which is like sexy rude. Yeah, like the S&M play. Like, yeah, you know.
Do you think you're a sexy rude?
No,
Are you rude?
she's not sexy. I get that part first.
I have no say in that.
Joke, joke.
Okay.
figure this out.
I mean, it was very nice to get your opinion. So just like the previous episode, this is going to be simple questions, and then I'll get your take and answers. I'll start with Ada because it has something to do with food. Ada, would you cook or you order food?
She doesn't eat.
I don't need. That's true. I rather cook.
You rather cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll ask you this again for Ada. Would you sleep in or stay up late?
Huh?
Yeah, this sounded very personal, but
Whether
anyway.
I slept in
No,
like
no,
in my
I
house.
didn't understand it.
No, I don't understand the question. Rephrase it, please.
She's no
So,
English.
would you sleep in or stay up late? So staying up late is probably going out, chilling with your friends,
okay.
staying out like till 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or you just chill at home and sleep in.
I sleep in.
She's
sleeping.
such a lie.
I like sleeping.
That's such a lie.
How is that? Why
I
is that?
know her.
Really?
Because of you, I ruin my sleeping
She
schedule.
sleeps at like 3 a.m. every day. And she's lying.
But I like to be in my house. Like I am nearby the. I can at any
You
time go to the
outside
room.
to like to clubs and stuff.
No,
You've seen her go to the club?
I went once with him because I partied here at the university. That's it.
Yeah, but you said you go to clubs with like your friends like Vivi and stuff.
Yeah, but like once
And look,
like
she said, I don't go to
once
clubs.
in a no, I don't say I'm not going.
So you're
to. I
a
don't
gold
go
digger,
to
you a
club.
liar.
But why are you denying
Ooh.
going to club?
Ooh.
No, 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 I'm
as
not saying-
though it's a bad thing.
I'm not saying I'm not
You
going to
judging
go. Can you shut the fuck up? Go eat.
Because I think going to the club is
No,
actually a
I'm
very
not
good
saying
thing.
I don't go to the club. I just don't go too often, as he is making me look like. I do like to go every maybe twice, 3 times a year, because it's too tiresome for me going,
Really?
especially because we live in Dunavaras, right?
Yeah,
And I go into Budapest, and then you have to stay there until like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, and you have to come back. It's really
It's
annoying.
really tiring, yeah.
So I don't like that. And the music here sucks. No offense, but it does. So I cannot dance that. I don't like that. So I go to clubs. I just not like crazy going.
Crazy about it.
I can go to clubs if I feel like, oh, I want to go with my girls or something like that. Yeah, I feel like going to club. I go. But most of the time, I rather stay like nearby home, like in the building. I can just at any moment just get into my room and like, can be in my pajamas. I like that.
Before we continue with the questions, why do girls normally like go into club with their girls only to get there to be acting mean? Do you guys plan this from home?
I've never planned that.
Because,
My girls don't do that.
Growing up from the circle of men, because I had some big cousins and big
Yeah.
brothers,
Yeah.
and they always used to say, if you go to the club or to the beach or to the bar, stay away from the girls in groups. Is that true?
I mean, personally speaking, because of the people I go around with, they are not mean people.
I mean, if they are in groups, it's very hard to go as a single man, like single one person man, to go and fish one out.
Okay, it's because the approach they're getting is wrong.
How
So,
should the approach
let me-
be?
let me-
Educate the young kings. maybe
Look at the camera.
maybe this weekend they are planning to go somewhere.
Which
and take
camera?
one.
That one.
No, this one.
Which one? That one. That one has the red thing.
Yeah, just explain to the
one.
young kings.
Okay, so guys, if you're going to the club and there is like a group of girls, you don't approach like a fucking sexual predator, okay?
How's the sexual?
Okay, I'm gonna represent
Why are you
this.
getting I'm
Move
the
this
girl.
thing.
Well, yeah, don't move too much
Imagine-
because of the microphone.
Imagine
Yeah.
this is the girl, all right? And the girls are in their safe moment, like in a circle. Okay, you guys are the girls,
No, I'm the girl.
okay? And the guys, and this is experience that I've seen, and I personally have experienced, and that makes me like, ugh.
So uncomfortable.
Yeah, the guy just comes like from the back,
Oh, okay. Okay, like grinding from the back.
and then like, yeah, and then that's when we are like, we don't like that. You don't do that, buddy. At the beginning, you come to the side, you join. Usually, we are like, at least in my group, we're like, come, yes, you know, like if they join to the side and they just vibe with everybody, and then if you notice like the girl is actually vibing with you, then you guys come on, like, you know, like you invite her, but like not like that. You know
So
what
you
I mean?
mean he should kind of indirectly introduce himself to the group?
Yes, because they are in a whole. Okay, girls, boys probably know this, but like girls, if you if you want to approach a girl, you first need to approach the group because the group is gonna advise her and protect her. That's how it's gonna work. So
Okay.
you need to show yourself not like you are not a predator. So the girls will like, okay, yeah, go girl, go. We're gonna push her if we see like the guy is not a bad guy. But if we see that the guy is like sexually harassing her, we're gonna like come here.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It happened to me, like I was dancing with the girls and this guy came to me.
Yeah, you told me.
Eating noodles or what?
He came like this. Why do you dance like that? Where did you learn how to dance like that? I was like, Colombia. Latina, mommy. Do you want to dance with me? No.
So that is a complete turn off.
Yeah, no.
All right,
That's
young
not.
kings.
That's not. If you wanna,
got
and
that.
this applies not only for the like club. If you just see like a group of girls or something, you first try to approach one of the friends. Like friends approve you, then you're like, okay, yeah, you are, because we are really protective among each other. Okay, so we're like, no, girl, that's not the guy. Or yeah, you should try. So first you need to approach the group, the girl group, and like show like you're not a threat. and then the girls are gonna be like, yeah, maybe, you know, I think he likes you. You should give it a try.
And there is an old saying that you are never going to nail the girl you like if one of her friends hates you.
Yeah.
Like you will never succeed
Yeah.
because you have somebody who's actively working against you. The next question is for you because this was a single
She
question.
was acting out.
Would you wash your clothes now or you're going to wait till you are out of underwear?
No, I always wash my clothes. Like I use it once and I wash it.
Really? Are you saying it because you need some favors from somebody? Or you're just trying to, or you're telling the truth?
I'm telling you, like maybe like a jacket,
Yeah, because the two of you,
expose you right now.
the two of you agree.
Let me expose right now. Let me expose right now. Let me expose you.
No, he's really clean.
She wears the same pair of socks for 5 days straight.
I mean, that's not bad.
What do you mean bad?
We can all be guilty for that.
Because I
I'm
have
not done.
inside socks and
I'm not done.
outside
I'm not
socks. He doesn't understand. I have
There is
inside
more?
socks and
There's
outside
more.
socks.
She wears the same.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, let not go there.
Why do I feel like I kind of know where the next ones will be going?
No,
don't want to hear
I'm
that.
the guy here. I'm more cleaner than her. That's all I'm gonna say.
Have you seen your room?
I'm messy. There's a difference. And why are you going there? You want
There's
me
a
to
difference between being messy and being dirty.
Yeah.
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 Please, I would like to be enlightened.
Because like I just come there, I'll throw my water bottle there. I'll throw like I don't know, like my headphones, my phone, speaker. I'll just throw it on the table, right? And then maybe like my documents. But I just have a documents, but I just throw it on the table. It's messy. Everything is messy. I'll take like my grocery bag, I'll throw it on the floor. But in terms of clean, like the table is clean. My bed is clean. It doesn't smell, right? Like there's no, food on the table.
You're just mixing hot and cold water and drinking it lukewarm.
No, like it's messy. And then
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm a little bit messy too. Like for example, I finish my laundry and I like fold the clothes and I leave them there. I just don't put them in the. Shut the fuck up. And I don't put them in the closet immediately, so I leave it there. So it makes it look dirty, but messy, but it's like actually clean because it's clean clothes. So
Okay.
I got you.
You're from Colombia, you said. This question is next to you. Eats rice every day or eats bread every day? Rice.
Yes.
Is rice a common thing?
We eat both rice and bread. We eat more rice.
I think a Hungarian would say bread.
Yeah, I think
Bread
that
is
too.
pretty much
Actually,
common.
white people love bread.
Yeah, my friend invited me to eat, and
Did
she
you
had
have
bread
to
and like, what is it,
specify
rice?
like
I'm
white
just saying.
people?
Even in Africa, white people just pull out that bread. I'm just like, all right, eat white.
Yeah, I mean, one of the cultural shocks I've had is seeing someone eating bread with soup. So I asked you if you're going to eat bread for the rest of your life or rice for the rest of your life, and you said rice. And you said white people like bread because I said Hungarians might choose bread. And I was saying that as an African, I had a cultural shock seeing white people eating bread with soup.
I do that also.
I do that also.
Really?
But this was my cultural shock. Seeing Africans eat bread with like juice. You guys don't do that? In Zambia and in Malawi, they did that.
Yeah, I mean, bread in Africa is mostly eaten with beverages, like maybe hot
crazy.
chocolate or
Hot chocolate?
yeah,
Bread?
yeah, hot chocolate,
delicious.
some Lipton or some tea or some
No,
hot
tea I can understand.
hot milk.
I've never had bread with hot chocolate.
No,
Do you want to try?
Really?
No.
You haven't had bread with hot chocolate?
It's
no.
delicious.
It's disgusting.
It's amazing.
It's disgusting.
No, you don't put the like the
Yeah, I
bread
mean,
inside.
I would
Yeah,
rather
I'm just talking
starve.
about
a
the
little
dipping.
bit.
Yeah.
Like a cookie. Like
Nah, a cookie I can understand. I would rather starve. Rather
listen,
starve.
listen.
Really?
In my country, we have this dish
Your country
called.
sucks. Let me continue.
In my country, we have this dish called changwa,
Changwa.
and I hate it.
What is
It's
it?
basically like a soup made of milk
Soup made of milk.
with
Ew.
pieces of bread inside. So the
Okay.
bread is like
Oh, soggy. Oh, no, I hate that.
I hate that. I
Find
hate
a
that. I
picture
hate
of
that.
Changwa and send to me so that when I'm editing the video,
Oh,
I will
later.
place it.
Ah,
I will
later.
place it on the screen so that we have an idea of what Changwa is. The next question is for you. Since we're talking about eating, Ada, would you eat with your hands or with cutlery?
Cutlery.
How about you?
It depends on the food. But I usually I eat steak with my hands.
So if I asked you, would you prefer to eat with your hands or cutlery? And you said it depends on the food, but you eat steak with your hands. Then now I'm wondering what you're going to eat with cutlery. So what do you eat with cutlery?
like noodles or pasta or something. Or like something with soup. But steak, I just go all in there. I grab the whole steak. I just start munching on it.
Wow.
Well,
Savage.
let's bruise your ego. Would you rather borrow money or go broke in peace? Like you're in a very delicate situation.
I would rather go broke.
You'd rather go broke in peace.
Because I hate people coming out to be like, oh, you owe me money, you owe me this and that. I hate that. I hate that feeling.
Bro, you have 2 weeks till your next stipend come in. Could be parental support or whatever, salary or whatever. You have 2 weeks.
I'll
2
just
weeks.
eat one meal a day.
And that is that is a long
Yeah.
destination.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. The broke college students.
You just separate the meals. Like, okay, so during this week I can eat this day, and then eat 2 days, and then eat this day.
I mean, I do it normally. I sit down on my bed. I'm like, I'm too lazy to eat. Just drink water and go sleep.
Yeah, if you go to sleep early, then you don't feel hungry.
No. I'll just be hungry. I just drink water.
Then the next question is very interesting. So, would you rather be broke with a lot of time on your hands to do whatever you want, or you're gonna be busy, but you're gonna be like with a lot of cash, like be rich?
Busy and rich.
Do you realize you can't really spend your money?
I mean,
You could take
I
you can buy a
could.
car,
Everything is apps like that. Continue.
order and food.
Technology, ChatGPT. I don't even have to do it. I can be like, Alexa, please order. You know, like that's it. I continue to myself. So fine.
Okay, I think this. I'm gonna ask both of you because I need your answers on both sides. So you first. Date someone with no job or someone with no time.
Oh.
Someone with no job. I want to go who has all the time in the world for me.
I bet the answer is gonna be very different from here. So either date someone with no job
Let me
or
think.
someone with no time.
The answer is obvious.
We all know the answer. Yeah, we all know. not because she's a gold digger, but she's not a gold digger. I don't think she is.
You don't know her. That's all.
Okay, thank you for having me in this podcast. I'm being bullied. I don't know, because actually I really like people to spend time with me, even if it's not maybe not talking, but we're in the same room spending that time. I like it.
But he has no
So
job.
yeah,
He
but
has
like
no life.
And knowing a woman very well, that would be the next point of attack. After she got all the time that she needs, now the next point of attack would be, you don't have a job, you're lazy.
Yo, deadbeat.
no, I don't. Because
You would go
I
then-
think it's different. It's different, like being lazy and like just not having a job. Maybe the person doesn't have a job at the moment. That's fine. Like it's like a forever not having.
So
a
you
job.
can be you cannot be having a job for 1 year and you think that is not laziness.
No, because some people, like, they are working on other things like projects and stuff, or like they are applying. Like, for example, I know finding jobs are really difficult, especially nowadays. So I've been trying to apply for a fucking job, and I have experience, and no one is hiring me. So I understand if the person is like trying and they just don't get the job, but it's quite complicated for me. I don't know, because I would not like them to be like zero time for me, because then what's the point of being with you if you cannot spend time with me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you date someone your parents hate or someone you don't fully like?
Someone my parents hate. I don't care about their opinion.
Same.
So, I'm dating her, not them.
I said that to my mom. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you.
Still watch this?
No,
Oh.
but I told that to my mom. She's like, I'm not gonna accept this guy. I said, it's good. It's not your decision. It's mine.
Your mom is not accepting some guys?
She
Which
just
guy?
she just loves
You
someone.
shouldn't have asked
You
that.
shut the fuck up.
Hey, which guy? Hey, which guy?
She just okay, so she just really liked this person, in specific person A. And me in person A, we took different paths, right? And my mom loves person A. She
Really?
cries for person A.
Really?
And then she told me, just shut up.
I know personally, that's why.
No, I
do.
Ah, yes, you do.
I do.
So she told me, like, see, after him, I'm not accepting anybody else. And I told her, it's good. It's not your decision. That's mine.
Wow, Mom, we are sorry for disappointing you
Love
on
you, Mom, though.
person A.
She's not gonna cry when I show her, like, I'm extremely successful and rich, and I take her to, like, travel to Thailand or something.
Well, let's be honest in this one.
Honest?
Would you rather be honest and lose them or lie and keep them? I need your take on that.
Who?
Like
So,
friend.
I'm not gonna, but definitely this person is worth making the decision of being honest to keeping them, or honest to losing them, or lying to keeping them.
Usually my policy is honesty. You know, I'm usually an honest guy. I don't like lying. So don't get me wrong. I hate to lose them, but at the end of the day, I'm losing them because I did something stupid, I guess. Because why am I being honest and losing them? So at the end of the day, it's my own fault. So yeah, I would be honest.
You be honest and lose them.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes there are some honesties that doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Like, oh, you look ugly today.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And for example, maybe
It doesn't really matter.
yeah, maybe for example, also you looked at someone's story, or you did something that that isn't really going to add up or subtract something from it. So, do you necessarily have to be honest?
Look,
Whilst you're thinking, give me your take.
Because I'm a person who like really appreciates family and stuff. Sometimes I will be willing to lie to protect them, like to keep them. Especially because I do that to my mom. I lie to her in order to keep her like sanity, mental health. I have to lie to her because, for example, I told her this truth, and like she was crying and stuff, and she's a person, and depending as well how the person reacts. There are some people who just reacts really badly to things that maybe for me it's not important, but for them it's extremely important. So if I know that's how she's gonna react, and I knew that was my mistake, I'd rather lie to them. And like, you know what, everything is fine, just gonna keep it. As long as I don't, if it's like a mistake I made, if it's like a great big ass, like something that makes me feel so guilty, I have to tell you, I will tell you. But if it's something that I know I'm doing it to protect you, then I'm keeping it for myself and just make sure this doesn't happen again.
So some lies are actually
good.
I think some lies are necessary in order to keep
necessary
peace.
lies or
Yes.
necessary evil.
Yeah, and as well, but as well, like for example, truth without like a filter and without like feelings is actually cruelness. So it's not just white and black. There is a gray area there. We sometimes need to do things that we don't want to. I don't like to lie. Sometimes we need to do it in order to protect those that we love. That's what I think.
Makes sense.
Yeah, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Getting in. The conversations are becoming nice, and like I said, this podcast we go up, down, left, right, forward, back, everywhere. Yeah, we just go in.
I'm joking.
Well, from last week, when we did the podcast, I made mention that if people want us to talk about something, they can write in the comment or they can tell me, and I can talk about it. So this guy, he's actually in Amsterdam. He messaged me on Instagram, and he has a problem, and he needs our reaction and that from our audience as well.
Gossip.
Gossip.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite topic.
I'm ready.
I found a condom wrapper in my long distance girlfriend's bed. Hey, Jeff. I just got to my girlfriend's house and I found a condom wrapper in her bed. She claims it's not what it looks like, but I feel it is exactly what it looks like. I don't know how to bring it up, that I am a little uneasy about it without hurting her feelings. How should I approach this situation? And does anybody really use condoms on sex toys? Like, come on.
I'm judging you really hard right now.
It can be. It can, because okay, look, people has.
Why do you know this? Personal experience.
That is why I allowed, because I was gonna appreciate her feedback on the question.
Personal experience.
But then, yeah, my mind asked me, like, how does she know? Okay, anyway, we listen and we don't judge.
I'm judging. I'm judging too hard.
I'm an educated person.
Yeah. So
It's important to educate yourself, buddy.
so
So
tell us.
you've done this.
No,
She's-
but I know people has really weird.
Fantasies.
Yes, I was telling my friends the story of this girl who it was from Australia, I think, and she got into jail because she was masturbating herself with a fish.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah. Ooh.
So people.
But why
has-
did she go to jail?
Because
I think it's animal abuse.
animal abuse.
Yeah, these
Because the fish was alive.
there are some things these white people do, and as an African, I find
Was
it.
she white? Oh,
Yeah, I mean, imagine her being jailed because she's abusing a fish. But then, if she killed the fish and ate the fish, then it's food.
I don't know. The point is that maybe okay. This is gonna sound so bad.
No.
Maybe she was not using a toy. Maybe she was using, I don't know, a cucumber. You don't know.
Yeah, is that not a cucumber abuse?
No,
We're talking
say with
about the condom.
The condom.
Oh. Yeah.
Or like she could have been using something else. you know?
Yeah, I mean,
and maybe she
could
just
use a
feels.
cucumber, carrots, banana.
And look, I know people who like
So how do you know
does
this?
that?
Wait,
Because I know people who has done that.
Who?
I'm telling you. You wanted to expose them.
Talk
No.
from personal experience.
Shut up, Aga.
So you think
I think we should not close ourselves to like the possibility it might be that she just have like a really weird taste and she feels shy of sharing it with him. It might be. Now it might be that is what he's thinking, you know. We hope it's not. The question here is the condom was used, right?
yeah.
Was it filled with something?
The thing is, he saw the wrapper, like the wrapper.
Okay.
He didn't see the
Didn't
condom.
really see the condom.
Oh, what kind
just
of
the
condom was
wrapper.
it? Was it like the
Yeah, was it like a
amazing-
specific
yeah,
condom?
like flavored, special?
He didn't specify.
Yeah,
he
he-
just read it literally. Okay.
He didn't really give the details,
no,
but
it
he
might
wants to
be
know that
How
because
to approach
in his
it.
mind there are two occurrences. She's either getting it with some other dude, or maybe he's actually really hoping. He's actually really hoping that it will be his girlfriend is using it on sex toys rather than on real humans.
So I think if the question he has is like, oh, how to approach it, it's really important to be like really honest about it and like start using like comments of like, instead of like, you did this, it's more like, you know,
Let me give the answer because I'm the guy. All right. So basically,
I am the girl.
Alright.
I will be the one who will like listen, like feel offended or not.
I'll give the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch for everything. You know, like who she talking to, and I'm gonna go through her phone. I don't like that kind of stuff. But like, you know, she acting sneaky. She hiding things from me. She lying. Like she goes to girls' night, but then I see her friend post like she's somewhere else.
Pay more
I'm gonna be
attention.
paying
yeah.
more attention.
More attention.
So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt if she says.
But I will talk with her.
Yeah, for sure.
Because maybe because she said it's not what it looks like, and maybe can be that it's not what it looks like. So explain it to me. So that's why I will, same as him, I will give him like the, not just don't close yourself and like, oh, she's cheating on me, she's cheating. Just like
Just pay
go
attention.
talk to her and okay, so I saw this, I feel this way. What is this? You told me this is not what it looks like. Then what is it? Then she will like explain it, and then just give it some time and like check on her and like.
So should he approach her and ask some
Yeah.
questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Look, the best thing in a relationship is communication.
Yep.
You always don't bottle yourselves up, guys. Alright, always communicate. That's like the main ingredient.
And this one, the last story that I got, because I really appreciate that you guys
You
bring
got
in the
this.
stories.
Come on.
Yeah, so you have your response for that. And the next one is the caption of the email that came was very crazy. It was, caught my aunt cheating on our bodyguard.
Is the aunt married?
Caught my aunt cheating on
Our bodyguard.
our body. So she was dating the bodyguard.
No, she was having sex with the bodyguard.
And I decided not to read it because
So
I want to
cheating
be
with the bodyguard.
I want to be as surprised
No,
as
no.
you guys. So let's get into
Not
it.
cheating with.
Cheating.
I was helping my aunt organize stuff for a small get together at her place. She's always been extra about security ever since someone broke in scare a while back. So she hired this private bodyguard dude who basically just stands around and watches everything like a hawk. I more than a few words and I never thought much of it. He's quiet, barely says more than a few words, and
Perfect
always
fantasy.
looks like he's
What?
judging everyone's life choices.
Perfect.
My aunt is married, by the way. Her husband wasn't at the house that day. Said he was heading out of town for work. Seemed normal. Anyway, I went back to
Dirty
grab
girl.
something from the guest house where the bodyguard usually stays. I wasn't trying to snoop or anything. I straight up thought no one was in there. I opened the door and boom, there she was. Straddling the guy, freaked out. She screamed my name and tried to explain like
Oh,
there
I
is
thought she was
any
screaming her
way
moaning.
to explain that when you are half naked and literally on top of the hired help. I just mumbled something and dipped out of there like my soul left my body. Now I am stuck acting like I didn't see anything and it's eating me alive.
Oh.
I feel like I'm part of some sketchy Netflix plot now. Do I say something? do I keep pretending? I mean, these are real stories. People are living this now, and this guy actually will respect our opinion on what to do, because at the moment he said, what do I say now? Do I keep pretending?
I'm gonna expose her.
I'll expose her.
I expose her, yeah.
Your sweet, darling auntie.
She my blood auntie?
Yeah, I mean, your auntie.
Yeah, but you know, family is not always for blood.
Yeah. I hate most of my
I mean,
uncles.
your uncle is not your side.
Yeah.
This auntie
So what
is
if- what
like
if he
your
cool with
mom's
me?
sister,
What if he-
who you are very cool
You know
with.
what is the problem? That problem here is that
Think about it very well.
this is their business.
Oh, so when it's your auntie, it's their business.
No. It means that is there couple relationship? I have no.
So let me give the instances once again. This auntie is like your auntie, like your mom's
Yeah, but
sister.
I don't like my aunt and uncle, so I don't. I
I
don't
mean,
give
put
fucking
yourself
with
in a
my
position
aunt.
where like you are very cool with your auntie.
I would expose them because I want to sit back and watch the
I would live like a nose.
So what? You're going to call your auntie's husband and
Yeah.
tell him that?
Yeah, I'll be like, pull up, boy. Come
That's
here,
very
get a popcorn.
harsh. I think the best I would do is force my aunt herself
Yeah.
to go and
Tell her.
Because like,
confess.
yeah, what if she doesn't? She's
Well,
already cheating.
I mean, you can either give her the
No, but look, at
opportunity.
the end of the we're giving her the opportunity, but at the end of the day, we're most likely gonna tell them.
Yeah, but like you can give her the opportunity of herself say it by herself, her own words, and like explain herself to her husband, and then they manage to deal with them, and tell her otherwise. I'm gonna do it because now you involved me into this, and this is eating me alive, and I don't want to get involved into this. So you either say it or I say it. So that's what I will do.
Because for me, I would think like if I was that guy, I would want someone to tell me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
regardless of the outcome.
yeah, I mean, and yeah, I would really appreciate
Exactly.
I think the same, but I do think same as you. Like she should be the one who do it because this is your couple business. So I will talk with her like, look, auntie, love you, mwah, but like what you did is wrong, and you know that, and I saw it, and I don't want to get involved into this. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity for you to say it, or I'm gonna do it because this is eating me alive, and
Yeah,
this
the
is
guilt
this
is
is
eating you.
this is affecting me, and it shouldn't be. And at this point, I'm involved already. So you figure it out. And if she just give her like a time frame, otherwise she's gonna like be free and nothing happen. So like yeah.
So I posted it on Reddit trying to get some responses, and there are a lot, but there is one comment that really stood out. The guy said, I don't have anything to say, but it means that she doesn't exactly seem like she was paying in cash.
No, maybe she was broke. You know, she was poor. She couldn't afford it.
Yeah, I
At
mean,
the beginning, I
this
said
this man is her bodyguard, so he's trying to say that she was not paying the bodyguard in cash, but rather in another
I know,
way.
I got it. I mean, at the beginning, because I thought she was not married, I was like, oh, that's a fantasy, but now this is
You
Now-
said she was
bodyguard.
She was saying that's a fantasy. So
Yeah, because I mean, if I were the auntie, I just imagine, right? I've seen many movies about this. Imagine a 40-year-old woman, sexually frustrated, and then she suddenly see this like hard guy, like probably younger and like good body and stuff. But she became crazy, like ovulation. I don't know. I mean, like so.
she's
like,
married or not married?
huh?
She's married or not married?
In my mind, she's not married because that's what I see in the movies. But this girl, she is married, so
is.
that's the problem. And I think if she's willing to like cheat on him, she doesn't love him. So there is no
Yeah.
point. There is
I would
no
tell
point
her,
of
like-
them together.
yeah.
So I will tell her, you do it or I do it. That's what I will
Or
do.
she should get divorced. And
Like
be-
divorced.
Yeah, be with.
Or like
the
if you,
bodyguard.
if you want like keep, then divorced.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, so you have your answers. There are two. So the options are you either force your auntie to go and confess. If she's not confessing, then maybe you do your auntie's husband the due diligence and tell him.
Or suggest divorce.
Yeah.
No, and suggest divorce. Not or, and.
I mean, for the divorce aspect, I don't
if
think
he
it's part
cheated on
of.
her
Yeah,
too,
it's
in
not
her
part of
dream?
his
No,
his
that's just
business.
you being crazy.
So we have two main things to discuss until we close the segment of today. The first one being current affairs, like we were saying. In Spain, Portugal, France, in the last 24 hours, there has been a power outage.
Yeah.
Like the trains, the internet, Wi-Fi, light, like everything is
Traffic lights, yeah.
traffic lights, everything is out. How long do you think as a people can survive with power outage? Like a day, two, a week, a month? And what would people be doing? Because mind you, electricity is a major thing. I mean, everything we're doing in this studio is electricity. If you go to work, it's electricity. If you have to go to class, electricity. The trains, the tram, the metro. So how long do you think, if this is going to happen, we can survive? And what are some things we can be doing?
Okay, let me talk.
Yeah, I'll take from you. Yeah.
Talk from personal experience. So before coming here, I was in Zambia, and for like 6 months before I came here, we had like 1 to 3 hours of power a day. And it's still pretty bad. So I had to survive off 1 to 3 hours of power. So I would just sleep, let my phone, then get my phone charged in 1 to 3 hours, and it have a power bank and everything. Until it still be working because the major like network towers have like backup power. So I'll just survive off that. But I'm gonna tell you, it's hard. It's hard, but you get used to it. These white people are just being babies.
That would be really
They're being
dramatic.
dramatic.
They were really
We just get
dramatic.
used to it.
Sorry, but Spain was being really dramatic.
Really?
It was like what, 6 hours?
It was 6 hours.
It was like 6 hours. Like
6 hours, nothing.
it left at night and then it came back in the morning.
I
when they were
was just sleeping. I was go sleep.
Yeah, I always like to do the comparison because I really appreciate you speaking about Zambia. So yes, as an African guy, I mean, power outages. I remember growing up in Ghana, there are some times where we used to go with no electricity for a week. And it was very crazy, but I loved it because when there is no electricity, when my dad or my mom comes home, we get to spend the time together as a family because there is no phone, there is no TV, there is no radio. We just sit together, tell stories, eat together, eat some fruits. But when there is electricity, everybody's in their rooms, on their computers. And it was normal, but I think, yeah, you're right. Spain was... I'm sorry, Spain. They were probably exaggerating with the case.
I mean
6
yeah.
hours of space. Like 12 hours.
No, maybe, I mean, I think it was like in the afternoon, everything got out, and then it came back in the morning today. But like, as a Latin American speaking, knowing that there are many countries in Latin America where the electricity goes for days. Days, not even like hours and coming back, no, days. Everyone is like, oh, it's their first power outage. Because they were acting like it was apocalypse. And they were like posting videos. They're like, oh my God, I feel like an apocalypse. It's like, look, this is so scary. And like, like they even broke into the, to get into nearby the train to give food to the affected people from the, like, they throw it. But you already broke the thing. You don't need to throw it. You're like,
I think they just need a reason to act out.
they just leave too comfortable in the first word.
Like, for example, Ghana's ex-president, His Excellency Nanado, he was at an interview, and mind you, he's very rich. He comes from a very rich Ghanaian family, and the host asked him that what is one hard moment in his life, like what is one time that he felt like life was really tough. And guess what he said? There was one vacation from high school, and he called his dad. Dad, we're on vacation, I need you to pick me up, because his dad picks him up all the time. And this time his dad is like, son, I'm sorry, I am not in the country at the moment, so I have sent another driver to pick you up. And this man said this was his toughest moment.
Oh my God.
That another driver with another car that his father hired for him to pick him from school.
Wow.
This was his toughest moment in life.
That's
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
This was his toughest moment in life. This is somebody's gracious moment in life.
I walked home. I walked home or take the bus alone.
So yeah, I think Spain was exaggerating. Anyways, Getting closer and closer, I promised one of my hosts. I think you guys have already been asking and then wondering why, but we actually made an agreement not to speak about it. But as a media person, I always try to entice my content and make it a little bit controversial. So I think you have seen this Batman, Spider-Man looking creature.
Who are you? Who are you? Present
game.
yourself.
My name is Kari Cavalier.
So I know you want to know. I also want to know, why are you gay?
I'm not gay, yaar. I'm just Kari Cavalier.
I mean, why are you dressed like this today?
I lost a bet to my homeboy. You know, not gonna go into details about the bet.
We wanted details because
No, fuck it.
I mean, just so you had a bet with your homeboy.
So basically, we went like go karting, and like basically it was like, you know, whoever does better or something. So then, you know, he's more experienced. He went more times.
He just went once.
Nah,
time,
he still went more though.
Once.
He still went more. Hey, why are you glazing him?
And then you lost the bet.
Yeah.
You
And
should be the one
what
glazing
were the
you.
conditions of this bet if you had lost?
Basically, it's like I dress up funky, right? Like he can dress me up.
He dressed
So
him
he
up.
literally dressed you up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice challenge.
And then for me, it was like if I want one, he doesn't eat out food for like 7 days. That was my.
So if you had won,
Yeah.
that would have been a
He's
catastrophe
hard to
for
stand.
He
Yeah.
basically would have starved.
Catastrophe.
He doesn't know how to cook for himself. Little baby.
No, I know.
Pujito.
Okay. We are getting very close to the end of the episode, and also somebody suggested to me that since I mainly interview students, there need to be a smart time. So I have one question for my guests.
They
Oh,
say
so
we're
you're
stupid.
Included?
Yeah,
Not
so
included, yeah.
let's go.
It's just smart time, right?
Yeah, smart
Alright,
time.
so she's not included. Alright, continue.
I think they're calling us stupid.
Are they calling us stupid? Mm-hmm. Are you calling us stupid?
I have
First-
2 questions. Number 1, the process whereby
He's actually testing
green
us.
plants manufacture.
Wait, stop for the beginning.
Wait, what? Let me ask ChatGPT.
No. I would actually need your phones for this segment. Yeah, because they are students.
Oh
They're
yeah,
students
no.
Okay,
no.
I'm
in
focused.
the universities
I
studying.
feel like Americans when they ask me geography.
This is not geography,
Not
so
geography.
don't feel like American.
It's the worst.
The process by which green plants manufacture their own food by the help of sunlight,
Photosynthesis.
Yeah.
photosynthesis. Okay, good. The second one,
Yes.
which you might not get. What is the most spoken native language?
Hindi?
Chinese. Spanish? I don't know.
Hindi. English.
No,
No.
native.
Yeah, English.
No, how many countries native? Well, yeah,
Yeah, it's English.
counting Africa.
Swahili? No. Okay, it's either English.
Okay, it's not
Man,
Spanish.
No, it's either English.
It's not French.
It's either. No, think of the ones that it could be English.
Yeah, she got it right, but she didn't say the exact thing.
Mandarin?
Yeah.
Mandarin. I was about to say English or Mandarin. I was about to say English or Mandarin. Oh my god. Say English or Mandarin.
What is one mammal
Mammal. Okay.
in the ocean?
Dolphin. Next question. Next question.
So yeah, they are trying to prove so hard that they are smart students. Okay.
What was the question? No.
In
So we don't know. It was what?
which continent can you find the region HO?
Huh?
HO. It's.
China?
It's a country.
Have you seen those videos where they show the flag of somebody and they say, what flag is this? For example, they show an Indian flag and the person said Nigeria, and they were showing videos of Nigerians dancing with Indian music. Yeah, it's very funny. In which continent can you find the region
Oh, continent.
HO? HO. Whole.
Wait, so
Yeah.
in the
How is like a
It's a region.
It's a region.
It's a
Not a
region or
country.
province or states, but it is
Asia?
Asia?
it is in a continent,
Asia.
meaning it's
Asia.
in a country.
Asia.
Why Asia?
I don't know, it's a whole.
Sounds like like an Asian thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like
it's not in Asia. It's
Africa?
actually in Africa, in Ghana.
My second option
Yeah,
was
there's
right.
a region in Ghana called Ho. So now, the rest of the questions are actually geography, and there's 3 more.
Okay.
And
He
we're
said
done.
there was no geography.
Yeah,
I
I
got
tricked
this, I
you
got
to,
this.
to relax your
Wait,
your brain.
but I have a question. So dolphin was the right answer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I didn't even finish the question. He got it.
Look, I'm smart.
I was gonna say dolphin.
No, she's lying.
I was waiting a little bit more just to confirm. It could be another mammal. But usually it's
No,
dolphin.
now you look sad. Now you look sad.
I answered more. I answered more than you.
What?
But you know what? You should put like music from like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in the background.
Yeah, this part. So in the subsequent shows, there is going to be a lot of smart time, which is going to let the ending very.
should
I
come
should
back on.
study every time.
Very,
This
This
very
is my last visit.
What is the capital
Ah!
city of Luxembourg?
I'm fucked.
Fuck you. Wait.
I feel like I know this.
I thought Luxembourg was already the capital.
These guys are students in Europe, studying their bachelors in Europe. So this
I've
is a
never been
pretty.
In my
This is a
defense,
pretty-
I grew up in Africa.
If you
ask me,
I grew up in Pluto. Me. So but I know it all.
Wait. Let me just picture where is Luxembourg. Let's just start by
Like
that.
next to Netherlands. It's close to Netherlands, right? It's in
Is
Europe.
that like a weird name? No.
It's very simple.
Luxem?
It's actually Luxembourg City.
Oh,
It is
I
the
was
capital.
Oh
close.
my god.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's
She's
what I
like
meant.
audio problems. Audio issue.
I was so
issue.
close. Yeah.
Luxembourg. I didn't know.
Last 2 questions. In which country
Got this.
which country has the most recognized pretty women?
Sweden.
Venezuela.
Sweden.
Colombia.
Why do you say
People
Sweden?
say that
Sweden.
the most beautiful women are in Sweden.
Like the whole world
Yeah.
agrees and
I
recognizes
say
it.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Venezuela.
Still
Venezuela has more Miss
Latino.
Universe.
Nah, it's Sweden.
Ah, okay.
Well, actually it's India.
Ah!
Hey.
India is known to have the most prettiest girls.
I knew that.
Miss Universe.
I just don't wanna be too cocky,
Miss
guys.
Universe doesn't.
So check your facts.
Hey, there was Miss.
You're not.
There was Miss Universe who was Indian. What
Yeah,
about you, huh?
but-
Have you ever been Miss Universe?
Yes.
And we been Miss
In
Universe.
fact, we had already more than one Miss Universe.
We've had-
And the last question, not geography.
I was not expecting India.
What living thing?
Living fan.
Living thing. What living
A living
thing?
thing. Okay.
Would you say is the most resilient thing?
Cockroach.
Why is cockroach
Ooh,
resilient?
yeah.
Have you seen cockroaches? Those bitches
Just
don't
go
die.
like this.
No, they are still awake. Those little bitches, they can resist a bump.
Yeah, they can survive nuclear radiation.
Cockroaches.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they can survive without their head also.
Yes, without their head.
So I would say cockroach, yeah.
Well,
There's another answer, wait.
yeah, there's another answer. Even me, I thought when I saw this question, I thought snakes. But snakes are not even the most resilient.
No.
Because snakes can also survive
Ants?
very harsh. They can too, but this is,
Is it big or small?
I don't know, it's a living thing.
No, but
I'm saying cockroaches. Those bitches don't
I wanna
die.
say cockroach.
They have
What
been
is
with
the
us
living thing
since like for
that is the most
thousands.
resilient thing?
it's that weird microscopic thingy. Something bare.
The answer will surprise you yet again. It is a tree.
Oh,
But they don't resist bombs like cockroaches.
yeah.
They die.
I mean,
radiation.
um,
No water is
I
gone.
mean,
Yeah.
cockroaches are
Can a tree survive without his
are not
wood?
designed to go and be in bomb. But like, look at the tree. It is there in winter.
I disagree.
Summer. It is snowing.
Same with the cockroach.
Cockroaches are not outside. Can you see the tree?
Okay, I've been in Africa.
A tree is standing.
I see the cockroaches running across the garden. Like, I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, but the tree is the most resilient living thing. It survives.
I like trees. I love trees.
Yeah, it survives the whole year with everything that is given to it.
I feel bad for the
smooth.
trees.
Yeah, trees has no shelter. I mean, the cockroach can walk and hide in the hole when it's cold, but the tree's there. It's snowing on it. It's raining on it. It's windy on it.
I
It's
didn't
hot.
think of like a tree.
Yeah. Tree is the most resilient living thing.
And it's
We have just 2 minutes.
Yeah, we are done. So, yeah, we are done. So we'll finish with the ending. I want to go. Yep, we are coming to an end of a great episode. It was nice, full of conversation and laughter. And yeah, before we end, like I do always, I am advocating and advising, preaching everybody to get involved with cryptocurrency. It is very good. I have a whole link website educating you about it. The link will be in the description below. Go and click it and learn and find something purposeful for yourself for the summer, for the years to come. Cryptocurrency is a good thing. You can earn and lose money. But yeah, forget about the losing money, but you can earn money. It was a great conversation. I will let my hosts say goodbye to you guys. And
All right, see you. I just want to give a shout out to my homeboy Alim, who's my fashionista, and Doran, who says he's good at everything he does. But that's a lie. But anyway, on to you.
See you guys. It was so nice to meet you and see you, and it was nice to lose my dignity in front of you.
And expose
Never
yourself.
again. Yeah, and expose myself. So
did you expose yourself?
of course.
Dumb.
I was about Luxembourg City, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Really horny.
All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. The rest of the conversation is not for you to hear. It's just for us. If you did enjoy, please do well to write a comment, like, share the video, and I really appreciate it if you write a comment on what we should do in our next video. So I'll be looking for it.
Right mind.
And yes, please do follow them on their socials because I leave them on the screen in the videos.
Did you? You didn't do the last video?
Well, they didn't send it to me. All right, guys, it's your favorite host. See you. Bye.